Hello and welcome, guys, to another episode of The Outer Worlds. One of the best games out there. I will say that. Not the best, maybe, but it's one of the best. Can't wait for the next one. Really do hope it's coming out next year. But I'm more excited for that than I am Grand Theft Auto 6, but I will enjoy Grand Theft Auto 6.
The grease monkey, Argo?
I'm sorry, Mr. Thompson, sir. You asked why it's taking so long to fix. The answer's technical.
Don't apologize. Just try using small words for me.
The cans bust open in the oven because she's set to cook saltuna, which isn't what we've got. Mr. Thompson? I think there's someone here to see you.
Focus, Miss Holcomb. You and I are still talking. Let's start over. Walk me through the process. Show me where it's going awry.
Well, sure. It's, mostly on account of what we're feeding into the mechanism.
It puts food in cans. We have food, we have cans. Why won't it work like we need?
She's expecting saltuna of a certain size. We're filling the cans with, well, not fish.
So, it is fake fish. That's gross. Sounds like America, corporate America.
Seems we've got a guest. Really now, Parvati, I do wish you'd spoken up. I do apologize. I was given no forewarning of your arrival, or I might have welcomed you at the gates myself.
Yeah, but you didn't do anything when she just told you now that I was here. Are you Reed? I was told I should talk to you. You must be the town boss. Oh, wait until you're finished. I'll wait until you're finished.
You were saying, Miss Holcomb.
It's just what Bess needs is a proper refurbish. I can bandage her up and what all, but she's just old. Sorry, I'm sorry. I'll do better.
And I do wish you'd stop referring to our cannery as Bess. Personification of company property is strictly contrary to the Spacer's Choice Code of Conduct. My apologies. I am not in the habit of allowing my guests to witness such a row. Now, what can I do for you?
That's weird how you said it row. That bro. Kind of like a row. Are you Reed? I was told to talk to you. You must be the town boss. We can start with introduction. Yeah, I'm 10A.
I'm Reed Thompson,
Amy.
Outpost Administrator. I must say, wearing a marauder's outfit is in very poor taste. I do wish you'd show your uniform a little more respect.
Better watch what you say to me, buddy. I think you may have the wrong idea about me. Uniform, what are you talking about? I don't work for Spacious Choice. Yep, I don't work.
Of course not. I don't have that kind of luck. Seems I allowed my excitement to run away with my wits. Been a few seasons since we've had a visitor pass through.
I don't like you, Reed. You're a dick. The ship needs repairs. I'm looking for a power regulator. I don't plan to stay long. Yep, let's say I don't plan to stay long.
I understand. Your business is your own. Nonetheless, you are welcome in our little outpost. Outsiders are a rare sight in the Vale. If you are a freelancer, then I have use for you. There is pay to be earned or supplies to tide you over, as you prefer.
Wait, so that there's work, there's paid to be earned, and there's supplies to tide you over. I want both. What sort of help do you need? My ship needs repairs. I'm looking for a power regulator. You're pretty quick to trust me. Yeah, I'm just passing through. You're pretty quick to trust me.
Trust, I have learned, is reciprocal. I offer my trust in good faith, and hope that you will do the same. There's an old botanical lab, mostly abandoned now, but still eating up power from our plant, power which our cannery sorely needs. I need you to go to the geothermal plant and reroute power from the botanical lab over to us. Simple as that.
Is it simple, though? There must be some kind of string attached. When you say mostly abandoned, what do you mean? That's a lot to ask of a stranger. Maybe about the geothermal plant. Yeah, what's this mostly abandoned?
I was not entirely sure how to tell you this. The botanical labs are not legally inhabited, but there are people who live there.
Tell me what I need to do. What a surprise. I never would have guessed. I don't think people will take kindly to losing their power. I mean, marauders aren't people. And let's say number 3. I don't think these people will take kindly
No,
to losing power.
I do not imagine they will be pleased. But like a parent disciplining an unruly child, you will be doing them a kindness. The people living in the botanical labs, they're deserters, former workers. I need them back at their posts. I need them to come home.
Sure, buddy. Tell me what I need to do. Why? If you want me to solve your deserter problem, I charge by the head. Why?
Edgewater is struggling. We haven't hit our production quota in years. If we don't meet our quotas this year, the company might shut us down for good. I need those workers back at their stations.
How can I help? None of what you're telling me is my problem. I've seen Edgewater. Don't blame those workers for walking out. Yep. Say 3.
Neither do I. The fault was entirely mine. I pushed them too hard. My hope is that by cutting off their power, you will convince those deserters to come back to town. Before you go to the plant, I want you to stop by the botanical lab. Speak to their leader, Adelaide. Tell her the power's about to go, and that it's time her band of deserters came back to town.
I'm going to have to see her side of the story. All right, Reed, I'll see what I can do to help. How will I recognize Adelaide? Can't make any promise. How will I recognize who she is?
Adelaide's older than the other deserters. She's dignified, kindly. From what I understand, her camp looks to her for leadership.
All right, let's see. These workers must have left town for a reason. What if Adelaide doesn't want to come back? You're asking me to cut power to an entire community. Yeah, that's crazy. Whole community. Just bye. Power's gone. We'll figure it out.
I am asking you to help us survive. Edgewater needs more workers or we will collapse. We belong to one community, the Spacer's Choice family. If we dissolve into factions, then we will all perish separately. Adelaide will understand that.
All right, Reed, I'll see what I can do to help you. Can't make any promises. Plus, no promises.
Of course, I understand completely. Here, let me give you the passcode to the geothermal plant. A sign of good faith for so politely listening to me as I ramble on.
Are you setting off for the Vale? Because I know my way around. I mean, in case you want a guide. I mean, if that's all right with you, Mr. Thompson. Sir.
I hesitate to part ways with Miss Holcomb, but I cannot deny that she is talented and may prove useful to you.
Yeah, let the poor girl go. You're a jerk to her. Don't need Parvati's help. Sure, I could use the company. Yes, I could use the company.
Great! I got my wrenches and diagnosticators and hairpins and engine tape, so I'm all set.
Well, I am glad to hear that. Best of luck to you, and thank you again for your help. It is a lot to ask of a stranger, I know.
Let's get going. CMP New Manager Seminar. Companions. You've gained a companion. They are characters that join you in your adventures and help in a variety of ways. Companions provide combat support. Their skills enhance your skills. They increase your carrying capacity. That's a good thing. You can unlock special companion combat abilities with the inspiration skill. Learn more about your companions in the companion ledger. All right. Oh. Hey.
We better clear out of Mr. Thompson's office before we talk.
First, reads detail. All right. Get in here. Let's leave these suckers. I don't like them. Ready? Yep, some terrible elevator music. Actually not bad though, I kinda like it.
Hey, ma'am, can we talk? Sorry. Let's talk when you're free.
Oh, okay. We're gonna just talk on the elevator?
Sorry. You just want to get out of here. And you likely don't want to tag along like me. It's just, Mr. Thompson has his own view on matters, on account of it's his job and what all, but that's not the only side of the tale.
This is about the deserters, so what's the other side of it? Figures. Reed didn't exactly strike me as the most honest soul. What he said seemed pretty straightforward to me. If I wanted to deal with nuance, I wouldn't be this heavily armed. Let's move. I'm gonna say figures. Reed didn't exactly strike me as the most honest soul.
Oh, he ain't a liar. He believes every word he says. It's just, he doesn't always get where other folk are talking from. To Mr. Thompson, a person's a gear. It does its job quiet-like. If it squeaks or stutters, it gets replaced. The deserters are decent folk. I knew some of them before they left.
Not like she said before, not a four, but That's kind of cool. A 4 they left. I knew my 4. I can't blame anybody for wanting to leave. This town's got issues. How well did you know the deserters? You worked with them. You were friends or what? Did you know this Adelaide Reed mentioned? I'm sure the deserters are very fine people. So what? Hey, did you know Adelaide Reed?
Miss McDevitt? Oh, gosh, no. She was a real important person. A flavorist. Made all the food taste decent. She used to work up in the big office with Mr. Thompson. All I know is she left after her son died. It was a real big to-do. I could hear them both yelling clear from my own place.
Yeah, so they had a huge fight. Can't leave it at that. What were Reed and Adelaide argue?
Can't say as I know. I wasn't there. The sound carried, but not the words. If Mr. Thompson ain't of a mind to tell you his own self, you'd best ask Miss McDevitt, if you can get out to her.
Oh, I'm gonna get out to her. That's what we're doing now. I'll feel a couple little hairs here I shaved. I don't like when I start to get a bunch of crazy hair on my neck. Looks good for a second, and then it starts to look disastrous. So these two were having a spat. What's this? What does this mean? Oh, that's cool. So if you want to go back and read something you accidentally went past. Oh, that's so cool. Okay. See, they really thought about it. They made this game really good. You guys can't see all of that, but yeah. I want to see the conversation. I like how this is centered too, so my camera's not covering it. I'm sure. Let's see. How well did you know the deserters?
I don't know anybody well. I mostly listened to them talk, kept my head down. There was a boy named Thomas who used to follow me around, asking questions about the stuff I fixed. He was real sweet to me. Not any sort of dissident.
Is this the girl that lady had to abandon? You guys remember the note I read in another episode? Left her with that guy. I wonder if this is her. Can't blame anybody for wanting to leave. This town's got issues. I'm sure the deserters are very fine people. So what?
Mr. Thompson's aiming to take away their power. They'll have no lights to see, nor heat to cook. They'll be at the mercy of marauders, or worse. It don't seem right to me, ma'am. I think you should talk to the town's vicar about it. Max, his name is.
I suppose it couldn't hurt. We'll stop by. What do we need to talk to the vicar about? Flipping and switching your power mill? I met the vicar. He asked me to find a book for him. Yep.
Books are for rich folk. I wonder what he wants with something like that.
What do we need to talk to the vicar about? Flipping and switching your power mill?
About if what Mr. Thompson proposes to do is upright. Leaving Miss McDevitt's folk to their fate. Their neighbors. Kin. And maybe he can think of something else to try. Something we ain't. He used to go walking outside town. Maybe he found something that'll help. It's just an idea. That's all.
You can tell she's very timid to express herself. She always apologizing. I feel bad for Parvati. Suppose it couldn't hurt. We'll stop.
Thanks, ma'am. I just think when you gotta make a decision that'll hurt somebody, it's best to think on the right and wrong of it. That's what my dad used to say anyways.
When she says ma'am, I keep forgetting my character's female. I can't really see my... Alright, let's go talk to the vicar. Where is he? Where is that little temple whole thingy of his? That's the lab. That's not where... Here we go. Yep, Vicar Mac. Wait, what does Z do?
In a jiff. Sure.
Oh. Z is to call her, X is to make her attack someone, I think. Or actually, what is X?
Gotcha. Got it.
I don't know what X does. Here, come follow me.
I'm on my way.
Come here.
Sure. On my way.
Come with me.
Coming back.
Okay, there we go.
I've always felt weird in here. It's too clean.
Yep, I agree with you. Where are you, Vicar? Let's
Any
have a
progress
conversation.
on that matter we discussed? Ah, Miss Holcomb. How rare to see you out. And with a complete stranger. Curious.
This here's Vicar DeSoto. He's always offering spiritual counsel to those that need it.
Thank you for the kind assessment, Miss Holcomb. I admit, I've been quite interested to make our outsider's acquaintance.
Because I think there's multiple ways you can go about this game. I haven't played it in other ways, but I'm sure that you can change the outcome or at least the dialogue. I haven't found, like, if we hadn't brought her along, I don't even know if we would have talked to him. Or maybe by happenstance, and then we would have found something out. Who knows? I haven't found your book yet.
Please get it.
Of course, but I had something I wanted to ask you. Sheesh, I'm working on it. You need to practice some patience, Vicar. I had something I wanted to ask.
What would you like to discuss?
I already wanted to talk to you about what Reed asked us to do.
But what? I thought you would talk to him.
You wanted to speak to me, Ms. Holcomb? Every time I've tried to engage you in conversation, you look at the floor, answer in single words, and slink away. I can't imagine what would be so grave as to drive her to my mission. What has Mr. Thompson asked you to do?
Fix the geothermal plant, cut off the power to Adelaide's deserters, cut power to the deserters. You can answer quickly, we're in a hurry. The second one.
Depriving them of safety from the marauders and wildlife. I can see why that troubles you. Miss Holcomb has a soft heart. Always has, if you believe the talk.
So what do you advise? What do you think of Adelaide's group, Vicar? Right, great. Can we wrap this up too? What do you think of Adelaide's group?
They rejected the order of society and live beyond the walls so thoughtfully provided by our Spacer's Choice patrons. Does that strike you as a responsible life choice?
Everyone's got their choice, right? Intelligence depends on how well the leader can provide beyond your walls. So what do you advise? Right, great. Can we wrap this up? Let's do the intelligence, because I think we get experience for that too.
Astute. But I am here, not in the deserter camp. So that's not a variable I can account for.
Oh, didn't work. So what do you advise?
Assuming your goal is to save as many as possible, then you should bring everyone together. Send the power to Edgewater and convince the deserters to return to the fold.
Is that even possible? Right, just talk everybody into coming together. I'll keep that in mind. Sounds like I've got my work cut out for me. Thank you for your time. This has been a waste of time. Let's go, Parvati. Right, just talk to everybody into coming together. Yeah, that doesn't sound possible.
If it were as easy as a few soothing words in the right ears, I'm sure it would have been done already. Consider it a challenge.
Yep. That didn't really help us, Parvati. I feel like we just wasted time, if anything. You got anything to say?
Something you need?
Where can I find the power regulator? I need one big enough for a ship. You mentioned something earlier that I want to ask you about. The power regulator?
A whole ship? Like one that flies about the aether? That's a tall order. I guess the generator that powers Bess. I mean, the cannery. If you turn on the thermal plant like Mr. Thompson wants, we can shut down the generator. Then it'd be safe to yank the regulator.
You mentioned something earlier that I want to talk about.
You mean about the mission
ask
being
you.
too clean?
Isn't it supposed to be clean? It's a church.
I know, but Vicar says the universe is a machine, that it runs by law. Real machines have gunked up oil, scratches, and worn bits. You can tell they've seen handling, been used by folk. The machine Vicar sees is one ain't never been run. It's not for people to live in. It's something on a museum shelf, under glass.
Because he's right behind us. Or right behind Parvati. You're a mechanic. Whenever you see a machine, it's in need of fixing. It's not it's an ideal, what we live in, but what we strive. Not what we live in, but what we strive for. Why'd you want to talk to him? Never been much for religion myself, yeah.
I think there's something higher and greater than us. But I don't feel it when I'm in the mission.
Let's go. Let's get back to it. Yeah, if this is religion, I don't believe it. This place is crazy. Let's see. How do I go to... Let's go to journal. Side quest. Fistful of digits. What's this one? Oh yeah, this is to kill these outlaws. Companion quest. Ban heretical book. Journal of M. Bacono. Task, a small grave matter. Let's do this real quick. Because this is the one I need to do. Yeah. Wait, what is this? Divert the power. Deliver reads message. These are pretty much the same damn thing. Whatever. But this is the one I want to. Oh, I have to double click it. Oh, okay. Times 2. I want to go grab the last. What's this then? Ludwig Miller. Okay. Let's go collect his. This is an Emerald Valley region. The only source of protein in a busy worker's needs. Saltuna Cannery, Edgewater. Alright, whoever this Smo is, he's over here. This place that I was avoiding. Now we can go over here. Ooh, we leveled up. Yes. So we get 10 points. So let's definitely upgrade range. Stealth. Medical. Manage game plus 20 armor. Determination up. Ranged. Defense. I gotta put at least a little bit into defense. I want to put a little bit into dialogue too. Red lie, intimidate. Okay. How much did I even put into these? It doesn't say. Accept that. Wait, why didn't it show range being leveled up? Oh, these are things that are getting affected by stuff. Okay. You've unlocked perfect blocks. When you time your block, just as an enemy melee attack arrives, it staggers the enemy, opening them up for ferocious counterattack. How do we block, though? I know we hold down R to do that. How do you block again in this? I gotta see how you block. Settings. Controls. Strafe left, strafe right. Space for jump, left shift. Sprint. That controls that auto sprint caps. Power attack. You hold it down, I think, right? Aim or block is right click. Okay. So when you have a weapon like this out, right? Where's it? Here? Oh, that looks so cool. Look at that. Okay, so caps lock makes this auto run. Let's holster this and talk to this guy.
Thank the law. I've been requisitioning backup for months. Guess the boss finally came to his senses. You ever swung a truncheon? Let me see your rifling stance. I want to make sure you're up to snuff.
Something I'll say that I like about this game is there are a lot of different voices. One thing I did not like about Skyrim, I love Skyrim, don't get me wrong, is you hear the same voices used over and over. They'd even try to change them a little bit. You just hear the same person's voice, multiple roles. What are you babbling about? Are you okay? You seem confused. Silas sent me home your gravesite. Are you okay? You seem confused.
I'm talking about mechanical soldier. Cold, heartless automatons made of iron and lies.
I don't know if Parvati's gonna like that. She's a mechanic. I don't think she'll agree, right? Yeah. Oh yeah, gotta watch out for those mechanical. I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, but I don't know what you're talking about, buddy.
Just my luck. I asked for backup and the boss sends me one of them simple folk. All right. Listen real close. Auto-mechanicals. Creatures forged in the fires of malevolence. I seen them over by the old power plant. Clattering about. Firing at the birds. Orchestrating their uprising. When the swarms of mechanicals come clanging on over that hill, where will you be? Cowering beneath your cot? Or standing, shoulder to shoulder with the resistance?
Is this guy in charge or is he just some crazy soldier? So they sent me your grace. If your resistance needs another gun, I'm for hire. I got a question.
Go on.
What exactly do you do here? What do you have against mechanical? Yes.
You ever seen the way a mechanical just stands there? Just looking at you, scanning you with its murderous oculars.
I mean, they are kind of scary. Robots. Pretty creepy. Can't say I have. I'm pretty sure that's what they're programmed to do. Yeah. They're programmed to look at you and scan you.
Mechanicals have been programmed to eliminate the human race. They've been programmed to replace us. First, they will rob us of our jobs. And once they have taken away our livelihoods, they will take away our very lives.
That's exactly what AI seems like it's going to do, right? Hopefully not. I hope they go down the right path with that. Don't program things on purpose or on accident, or that the AI just gets too smart and decides to revolt. Your resistance needs another gun. I'm for hire.
I've been gathering up a war chest over the years. Saw tuna cans mostly, some Spacer's chaw, few bit cards. I'll reward you for your aid.
Let's see. Sorry guys, I turned off my camera for a second. Persuade 5, proper armies paid, enlistment fees. What do you need done? Let's try the persuade.
Enlistment fees? Yeah, I suppose. Wouldn't want to give the resistance a bad name.
What do you need done?
They have sent a scout, prowling around the junkyard just behind our beloved town. This scout must not be permitted to return to its base of operations. Cross it off, then report back.
Yes, sir, but I'm going after this mechanical scout. I could use a couple pointers.
Mechanical's got a weak spot in their midsections. I think the technical term is, the blue glowy square thing.
Oh, you sound so technical. Oh, Silas sent me your gravesite fees.
I told Silas I'd pay my dues if he agreed to join the resistance. Guess this means he's finally heard the calling.
No. Why, he sure did, and he's asking for a little extra to furnish the resistance with mechanical repellent.
Mechanical repellent! A stroke of inspiration from the law itself. Here, I've been saving up a couple of bits for just such a project.
What about when he finds out? Are we going to get in trouble? Let you be. Oh my god. It's funny.
Where are we headed?
Oh, I was going to see if she said anything about that. I guess we're going to leave it there. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I thought it was pretty funny. We had quite a few interesting people to deal with. Mr. Thompson, or whatever his name was, and this, what's his name? This Ludwig Miller. Seems like he's got a few screws loose. I mean, I can understand him in a way, but in another way, I think he's a little dramatic. And Parvati's really cool. I like her. She's pretty awesome. I'm glad to have her as a companion. Hopefully we can help her to feel less timid. I appreciate all of you guys. I will see you in the next episode.